Welcome back to I Am Angus, brought to you by the American Angus Association and the Igenity Profile for Angus, providing Angus breeders with comprehensive genomic results for multiple economically important traits.
Out on the plains, down near Santa Fe, I met a cowboy riding the range one day, and as he jogged along, I heard him singing a most peculiar cowboy song.
Like I said, we came here in 1958 with basically with nothing, just some salamis and some foods that my mother sewed in our pockets.
I was only 12 at the time. I worked in a produce store, and my brother Frank worked in a meat store. And we all went to school, and from school, one thing led to another. We wound up buying a small supermarket in the Bronx. And food business became part of our lives. Hi, how are you? Great. We work basically 7 days a week. It's a passion for us. At dinner time, we talk about it. Wherever we go on vacation, we go visit supermarkets or ranches or farms, wherever we go, it's in our blood. Doing good, we're doing good, thank you. We realized that quality was the most important thing to our business, because that's the only way quality will live forever. And in a sense, when a customer comes and buys something, and the price may be high, she may say, oh, it's right. But when she goes home and she realizes that the quality is good, the price is always forgotten.
Good quality beef, like everything else in the store, tell us something about you.
Certified Angus beef, we know that, the Angus breed of cattle is definitely, it's the quintessential eating meat there is.
We have nothing else but Angus in our cases anyway. So customers come here for that reason, I think. Well, I think it's a great pleasure and great honor to be able to sell this great meat.
Any butcher or any meat cutter can cut a piece of CAB beef, and if he doesn't get goosebumps, if he doesn't proud of serve that piece of meat to a customer by hand, by just giving it to the customer, and be 100% or 150% sure that that customer is a customer for life.
But one thing about certified black egg, it's consistent. Doesn't matter what I get, always looks good. That makes it much easier for me to take care of the customers. But at least you can say, delicious. Cut.
Get away from me. Okay.
Our motto is always, it's quality, and Certified Angus is quality meat, and that's, it's part of our, it's our business. It's offering quality products all the time.
I want to thank the whole association that's doing this to raise this beef, and they're doing a great job, and I want to thank them. And most of them, I think, are owned by families also. That's what I heard of it. Thank you.
Too much singing its cocktail boogie in the strangest way. Come a
It started probably 20 years ago when my brother and I bought about 800 head of heifers, and I remember it very well. And we ended up sorting them for color, just to see how they would sell. And the blacks outsold the colored cattle by about $15 to $20 a head. And we thought, I wonder if we have something here. And that's before they had any value-based grids to market on. That's what kind of made us turn the corner to turning to all Angus.
Well, if you don't produce a quality product, you're not going to be in business. That's a cornerstone of any business. You better have some quality product, or people aren't going to buy it.
Our goal is to stay in the Angus business here, feeding quality Angus. We've been doing it for 51 years. We've got some outstanding Angus cattle that can get up to 80 and 90% CAB and prime, and those are the fun ones to feed. They're the ones we're awful proud of. Certified Angus beef is a world-recognized brand that it's in Japan, it's in Europe. Everywhere you go, you look for the logo, and
it feels good to know that there's a lot of good team players out there with us. From the day that the calf is born to the day that it leaves this feedlot, to the day that it ends up on someone's plate.
That whole complex of people is what it takes to get that delicious steak on the table, and I'm just proud to be a part of that whole circle of people.
Producing for the certified Angus beef brand is a total system approach, and one of the best ways to hit CAB's quality target is through the use of the Best Practices Manual.
The Best Practices Manual was developed by the Certified Angus Beef staff to really take all of those management practices that have an impact on quality grade and the ability of cattlemen to hit the brand. Well, for the average cow-calf producer, the biggest advantage hitting a quality target is simply added dollars. Our survey data would show that whether it's known Angus genetics through something like an Angus source tag or through cattle that have been managed for a target such as our brand, that there's added dollar values, and that dollar values can be $2 to $5 per hundredweight, which is huge.
Well, genetic selection is really the only opportunity that we have to lay the groundwork for what a calf crop is going to do in their lifespan, and certainly we can't make cattle any better once they are born and on the ground. With the tools that we have available to us through the American Angus Association, we've got a lot of ability to augment the good that the Angus breed brings to the table.
Calf health definitely affects the eventual outcome of the carcass quality. Calves that are not stressed, calves that have a greater ability to come through health challenges, that are vaccinated with modified live vaccines, usually 2 doses of that at or prior to weaning, and even a calfhood shot at branding time for the clostridial complex and the respiratory complex as well. Weaning calves as early as 60 to 90 days of age, and then placing them in a high starch diet type of nutrition program, and those calves that have been creep fed also with a high starch corn-based diet also enables that calf to marble much earlier in life, leading to a greater quality grade when those cattle are harvested at 12 to 14 months of age. Implants can be administered as early as branding time. However, we do not recommend that because we also know from all the data that's been done with implant research is that it does tend to decrease marbling scores in cattle. But judicious use of those implants, particularly after weaning and in the feedlot phase, can help balance the need for feed efficiency and average daily gain in the cattle without damaging carcass quality to a great extent.
We can really see the differences that come about when we are able to use data to improve our cows, improve the progeny of those cows as they go on through the feed yard and onto the rail at the packing house. So if we can compare sire groups and select between bulls that are proving themselves within our herd or within the breed, then that information and knowledge is very useful to us as we move forward and try to breed better and better cattle. And of course, the goal there would be to then increase profitability through the premiums and the market demand that's built into that system.
Order your copy of the Best Practices Manual by visiting angus.org. Did you know Angus Productions Incorporated produces the award-winning publications Angus Journal and Angus Beef Bulletin while providing unrivaled advertising and marketing opportunities for producers like you? API creates sale books, websites, and a variety of printed and online resources and marketing solutions. To subscribe to Angus Journal or learn more about API services, visit angus.org. Coming up next, an Angus breeder plays a critical role in restoring a once endangered species.